Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a easy go-to mom or non-mom makeup look. I'm not really sure what makes a look a mom look, but Oscar seems to think so when it comes to things, so I guess it's a thing. I'm having some problems with some dark circles under my eyes, which I guess is a mom thing, but I just wanted to kind of put makeup on but not be like caked or anything like that and still have it look nice. So I always get rambling in these intros and I'm so sorry, but that's what I'm doing today. So let's just jump into this, shall we? So before I put anything on my face, I did put some argan oil on my face. The brand I use is Purador. That's kind of why my face has that like shiny appearance to it. So that is what's on my face. And I'm gonna do my eyes first. I'm sorry if I keep turning around, it's because my makeup is behind me. Usually I have a chair in front of me, but today, girl, I just didn't want to get a chair. Today's the ultimate lazy day. The first product I'm gonna use is this Maybelline New York foundation in shade 15. It's kind of odd, this brand, because when I originally bought it, I bought shade 10 because I was like, oh, that's the, smallest number. It must be to mean it's the lightest shade. Turns out I was wrong. So 15 is what matches my skin best, and I'm just gonna prime my eyes with it. I don't really use an actual primer to prime my eyes. I just use concealer because I have really veiny eyes and it kind of covers it like pretty well. So I'm just gonna blend that out all over my eyes. It's not a big deal if I get it below my eyes or whatever, wherever else it might go. Next, I'm just gonna take my Naked Basics palette and a blending brush from BS Small, and I'm going to take the shade WOS and get a good amount of product on my brush, and then I'm just gonna kind of pat it onto my eye everywhere. I do my eyes before my face just so that my face doesn't get like fallout on it when there's foundation and everything's done, if that makes sense. I'd rather like get fallout on it and be able to wipe it off. Now I'm just gonna go in with the same palette and use Naked 2, the color Naked 2. Not too much product on my brush, and just put it in the crease for a little bit of depth. But again, this is supposed to be a natural, easy look, so we don't need to spend like hours on it. Okay, next I'm going to take this Coastal Scents brush, and I'm going to take this shade Venus from the Naked 2 palette as well. The Naked 2 palette is really good for like natural colors, like natural looks, because they're all pretty much matte besides one, and they just are really good for like pretty much everything, like for simple makeup looks, or I always use the shade Foxy in WOS for setting. Why can't I think of what this is? It's like 12 o'clock in the morning, guys, and well, no, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like noon at daytime, and I'm acting like it's 7 o'clock in the morning. So anyways, all I have to say is this is a great palette. That's where I was going with this. So I would highly recommend, if you want to invest in a like palette from Sephora that really is like versatile, then I would suggest this. I think it's funny when some makeup like YouTube gurus that, like, I don't know, I like the Morphe palette, for instance. I love the Morphe 350 palette. I think the colors are very, very pigmented, and I just really like it. I've been using it a lot, and I actually have a tutorial that I'm going to post soon, but a lot of YouTubers will say like, oh yeah, it's totally like versatile, and it's just like, what are you on? These colors are like half the palette is, but the other half is red, and it's like, girl, you will not catch me wearing that just to go to the grocery store, like I just feel like they're kind of unrealistic. Maybe that's versatile for them, but for me, no. So anyways, now I'm taking a eyelash crimper. Anyone works. I don't think you need a $70 eyelash crimper. This one is from, I can't even read this. I got it at, I can't even read where it says this is from, but I got this one from an Ipsy box or bag or whatever, so it does the job. And I'm just gonna keep going back and forth and crimping away. I don't always crimp my eyelashes, but I feel like when I'm going for something simple, I want my eyelashes to be more noticeable because I'm not like wearing a whole bunch of eyeliner and whatnot. Okay, girl. Next, I'm gonna take this L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. You guys know I love this stuff. And I'm gonna just put a few coats of this on. Not too many, not like, bold, freaking crazy lashes, but just enough to like bring out my eyelashes. I feel like also when you put, when you crimp your eyelashes before mascara, it kind of helps the mascara go on better. Like the eyelashes don't clump as much, if that makes sense. Okay, we're done with the eyes. See, that wasn't too hard, girl, was it? Okay, I actually totally forgot. We're not done yet. I'm just gonna take this super flat, short-haired brush. I don't even think, oh, the e.l.f. Professional Eyeliner brush. And I'm gonna use the Naked 2 color again and just kind of like line my brows. A lot of you guys recommended I do this, and I have had them professionally done before, and I don't like when my brows are done, even like, you know, like I said, when professionals have done them. But I've been trying to just experiment with it because I figured like it'd be good for you guys to see what it would look like with eyebrows that are semi-done. I definitely don't do like crazy all out or anything. I just kind of like fill them in with this eyeshadow color just to kind of give them a little bit more like depth and I can't think of the word, noticeability. Girl, I don't know, but all I'm saying is I've been trying it out for you guys, and I don't know, I kind of like it. It makes me feel like it's more put together, but it's nothing where it's like I always do them or anything like that. Like, I don't feel like if I don't do them, then my makeup's not done, you know, if that makes sense. I don't freaking know. Anyways, I'm just going along where my natural brow is. I'm not extending it or anything like that, but just kind of redefining where they already are. Also, I've never had my eyebrows done. I don't think that I ever will. I just don't, I don't know. I feel like if it gets messed up, then it's like you're screwed. So I probably never will. But I also don't feel like my brows are like where I need to get them done, you know? Okay, on to foundation. Now this is the kind of part where I don't really like the natural foundation look for me anyways. I don't really know how to explain it. Like, I do like the way it looks, but I feel like it looks more natural the more I put on my skin. I don't know, I'm not explaining it right, but I guess what I mean is I don't feel like less foundation is gonna make you look more natural. I just think the way that you apply it and the products that you use are what is going to make your face look more or less natural, if that makes sense. So you'll kind of see what I mean. I'm not going to use like less foundation that I normally would, or less contouring or less blush, but the way I apply it will kind of be different. That will make it appear more natural. I hope that's making sense. I'm sorry if it's not. I guess you'll just see what I mean when I do it. So I'm actually going to go in with this NYX Dewy Finish spray first. Most of the time I would just use this argan oil as a primer and it works great, or sometimes I use the Nivea Post Shave Balm, but the Nivea Post Shave Balm I just feel like kind of is good for full coverage looks. It makes me look more cakey. I'm not sure why, and I know that a lot of people have given me tips and tricks on how not to make that happen, but it just does. I don't know if it's my skin type or whatever, but I have really small pores, and I feel like that stuff, sorry I keep looking over, it's actually because it's on my bed right now, but I feel like it points out my pores more, if that makes sense. I don't know. So anyways, I'm just gonna use this just to really prime my face, and then I'm gonna go in with my CoverGirl 3-in-1 foundation and just put that on as I normally would. I think what a lot of people that are on YouTube, like at least for me, I've been watching YouTube for like 6 years, and I just started this channel and my daily vlog channel almost a year ago. But I feel like the thing that people like misunderstand about makeup tutorials and stuff is the girls who are so good at makeup, or who have been doing makeup for so long, or have figured out these tips and tricks of their own, they've been experimenting, and I honestly think you have to experiment for yourself and see what works on yourself best. Sometimes it just won't look good, but that's fine. Like, that's how you learn, you know? And I think you have to make mistakes to learn. So just try out your own things and see what works for you, because you're obviously a different skin type than me, or Jaclyn Hill, or Nikki Tutorial. So obviously a lot of things that they suggest work and are great, but then again, at the same time, you need to find your own things that you really like, you know? Because if we were all just copying each other, then heck, we would have never figured out that foundation's for the face, eyeshadows for the eyes, and all that jazz. For concealer, I'm going to take the Sonia Kashuk and dip my finger in it and kind of just put it under my eyes. I feel like the most important thing with making face makeup, or like just your face in general, look natural but also really good, is having bright under eyes and just making sure you look very awake. You know, that's pretty much the main reason people wear face makeup, besides like acne, is to make themselves appear more awake. Sometimes I do this with my finger. It depends if I have the energy to or not, to be honest, because with my finger it does take a little bit longer. And then I'm just gonna take the excess, get out of here. I'm gonna take the excess, dab it on the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, my forehead, just that, like, you know, like a V up here, I guess. Gosh, I can't explain things for life. And then my chin. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with e.l.f. High Definition Powder. I rave about this all the time too. And I'm just gonna tap and bring it towards my nose on my T-zone, places I sweat or get oily, which I don't really get oily, but for any reason I decided to go on a run when I have this makeup on. That'll never happen. And ta-da, powder's done. I'm gonna go get my son because he's gonna freak out if I wait any longer. Okay, sorry about that. Now he's over there eating, so if you hear that's because he has a bottle. Where was I? Oh, I finished my powder, so now I'm going to contour. So I'm gonna take this brush that has absolutely no name, not even sure, but it's like a flat contour brush that I got off Amazon that actually I'm really liking. And I'm gonna take the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, and this is the product where I suppose you wanna use less. I mean, don't cake your face with it like you would normally, I guess, if you were doing like a smoky eye, but it's more about having a really blended contour when you're doing a natural look. Sorry, I'm trying to get the extra hair that's like stuck out of it. Make the kissy face to find your cheekbones. And I kind of just push into my skin like a few times, like that. And then I'm gonna do the same thing over here. And then I'm gonna do the sides of my nose. I don't like contouring my nose too much, so. And then I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. brush that I use to blend out my under eye powder. Guys, my mind is like not here in this video and it's very frustrating, so I apologize. But I'm just gonna get a tiny bit more, like literally the tiniest amount, tap off any excess, and just take your time to blend it out. I'm actually gonna use this Sonia Kashuk number 124 brush. This one kind of blends better. And then I'm just gonna blend up here as well because having lines on the forehead is not so appealing. So as you can see, that harsh line really like blended out. You can add more or less however you like it, but I'm gonna go with less for this specific look. And then I'm gonna go in with my Sephora, there's no number on this, but a blush brush. I'm pretty sure that's what it's for. I can't imagine you using this for anything else. I mean, you can, but I couldn't imagine using it for anything else. Where am I going with this? I'm gonna take the Physicians Formula blush, oh my goodness, and I'm gonna put it on my cheeks. Another thing with going with a natural look is to have pinky cheeks. I think that a natural look for some reason kind of means like a bright look. Like when I think of like a natural look, I feel like a really well lit, bright, like summery kind of look. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but that's what comes to mind when I think of it. So pretty pink cheeks is what I'm going with here. And then I'm gonna go in with the Physicians Formula highlighter, which you guys know I never shut up about. You're probably like, okay, Kara, we get it. On to the next thing. Then I'm gonna use the Real Techniques brush, flat brush, and I'm going to kind of go like everywhere on the top, not going down to the bottom. Those are a little too dark for my liking. And I'm just going to tap, rub, whatever I feel works. Again, making my face appear pretty bright, since that's what I think of when I think of a natural look. I promise you guys, this would take you 10 minutes, maybe 15 on an average day. It's only because I'm chatting your ear off and like being obnoxious that it's taking me longer than that. Tip of my nose, my Cupid's bow, and a teeny weeny bit on my forehead, just kind of dusting it. And then I'm gonna go back to my, I can't see how well highlighted my cheeks are in the camera because you guys are so far away, so if I'm over highlighting. So now I'm gonna go back with that blending brush from BS Mall and the Naked 2 palette and use a Naked Basics palette and grab the Naked 2 color, I'm all over the place, and just lightly put that under my eyes. I'm kind of pinching the end of it as well. I'm gonna go back with the L'Oreal Luminous Carbon Black Mascara and put this on my lower lash line. Okay, well, he wanted to be a part of this, so should we do your makeup? Your mommy do your makeup. Hey, you don't want that. Okay, I don't think he's feeling too good. So I'm going to take the same Too Faced palette and take the same color I did to highlight my brows and put that on my inner corner with any brush. I'm gonna use this blending brush that I've been using repeatedly and just put that on my inner corner. Oh, you're making this hard, Levi. Whoa. This is a true mom moment right here, if you're curious. Now that we're done with that, we're gonna go in with some, you can go ahead and put some chapstick on or some light lipstick. I'm gonna go ahead and take this Kate lipstick in the shade 113. You can tell I'm almost out of it, that's how much I like it. and I'm just gonna put it on in no particular way. And I'm gonna take my all-time favorite of all-time favorite NYX Butter Glosses in the Creme Brulee. Oh, you just got lip gloss on your hand. Don't eat your hand. And I'm just gonna put that on. Not too much because, again, this is supposed to be natural. We're not supposed to be looking like all glossy and crazy. So that's pretty much it for this look. I'm sorry that it was kind of all over the place and a lot of random chatting, but that's just me, I suppose. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this look. I promise you it doesn't take this long in real life. It's just, again, because I was talking. So you definitely can achieve it in like 10 minutes. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! I totally understand if that's what you're going through. It feels like so long, but it did go away. I remember, you guys, I researched online, how long will it take until baby blues go away? And I think it said like 2 weeks. And I was like, okay, you know, like, I'm waiting. After 2 weeks, I still felt kind of depressed, and I was like, oh my gosh, it said 2 weeks. Like, come on, people. And I thought I must have postpartum